and welcome back to my channel, as greeted with a semi-naked face. So in today's video I shall be reviewing the new Soft Glam Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Super excited to test this out. It has some amazing shades in it, if I show you right here. It looks very similar to the Modern Renaissance palette, which I shall go get for you right now. So we have the Modern Renaissance palette right here, and then we have the Soft Glam, so it's a similar vibe. The Modern Renaissance palette I'd say would have more like reddy tones, like these shades right here, and then the Soft Glam palette has kind of like more soft glam shades. I think they are two very beautiful palettes. The Modern Renaissance palette is my favourite palette ever. Anastasia Beverly Hills is also my favourite brand ever, so I feel like this might come across a bit biased. I did actually purchase the products myself. I wasn't on their PR for this or anything like that, so this will be an honest review, and I promise you it's not biased, even though they are my favourite brand. So I really hope that this palette works out well. I haven't watched many reviews of the palette so far. I've seen pictures. I did watch Holly Boom's video. She's like my favourite YouTuber at the moment. I actually love her. I watched her video and she had a bit of trouble blending some of the shades similar to the Subculture palette. However, I've also done a review on the Subculture palette and I said it really wasn't that bad. So I hope that I do like this palette. I really do, and I shall tell you how I feel about it. So yeah, let's just jump in and see what we come up with. What to do with this palette? Oh, I don't know, there's so much choice. Look at all these gorgeous shades. I really don't know which one to pick. Please help. Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to go for this bronze colour as like the main focal colour, because I always would pick this kind of colour, like the cranberry ones. I figured why not try something that I wouldn't usually use. I'm going to can't talk today. I'm going to take the shade Orange Soda, which is right here. This is one of their permanent colours, I do believe. I love this shadow. I have this in a single form and in a palette, so, or just a single form, I think. But I'm just going to take this on my Sigma E40 brush and try and blend this into the crease of the eye as our first kind of like transition shade. It's going onto the eye nicely. I've already primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer and then set that in place using the Rimmel Stay Matte Press powder, because that's what I always use. So I'm not going to change it up because that would be like an unfair test. So I'm just blending this into the eye. It's blending very nicely. This is one of their permanent shades, so I feel like they would have got the formula nailed on this one. There is a little bit of kickback, but I'm going to be honest with you, that really doesn't bother me too much in a palette unless it's literally everywhere, just because I always do my eyes first, no matter what look I'm doing, unless I'm literally wearing no eyeshadow. So it really doesn't matter to me about fallout and that kind of thing personally. If that's something that bothers you, then if you're like an OCD person kind of thing, it might bother you a little bit. There is a little bit of fallout on the palette, but it's not so much that like it would ruin your whole eye makeup or your whole palette. Like it can just be blown away. I'm going to go in with the shade Burnt Orange. This is a shade that's in the Modern Renaissance. Let me just double check that palette for you. Yeah, it's also in the Modern Renaissance palette and it is one of my favourite shades ever. I've actually hit pan on Burnt Orange, as you can see here. So as you can tell, it is well loved. I'm kind of looking at the shadows to see if they look the same, and they do. I can't really notice that much of a difference. So I'm going to take that on the same Sigma brush. This one does have a lot of kickback actually. Like if you can see that, it's all in the pan right there. I'm just going to apply this to the eye and then test the Modern Renaissance Burnt Orange on the other eye and see if it has the same amount of fallout. There is a lot of kickback, to be fair. But since the Subculture palette, I've never really heard anyone use the term kickback, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to apply this into the outer third of my eye and then into the crease. And then like kind of like swirling it up a little bit towards the brow bone. I think I'm going to go for something quite smoky today because, you know, I never ever do smoky eyes. I'm being sarcastic. So yeah, I think that blends absolutely beautifully. They are two like permanent shades. Let's see if the Burnt Orange shade from the Modern Renaissance palette has the same amount of kickback. It has a lot, to be fair. I think this is because it's a review that I'm being more like overly analytical about the kickback of the shadows, because I don't know, like it's not something that I've ever really been bothered by. The only thing I have been bothered by is I had this palette not from ABH Cosmetics or Coastal Scents, but one of those brands that does those massive palettes, like the 88 palettes that were like the big YouTuber thing back in the day. Like if you were around YouTube when like Elle and Blair Fowler were like the massive like beauty gurus and they had their MAC makeup collections and that kind of thing, like that kind of era of YouTube, then you'll know what kind of palettes I'm talking about. But they had amazing colours in them, but they had so much like, they were so chalky that they would kind of flick everywhere, like all over your face. Whereas I find when you put these on the eye, they don't do that. It's more just in the pan, which doesn't really bother me that much. That looks lovely. I'm just going to blend this out a little bit more. Yeah, pretty. The next shade I'm going to go in with is the shade Sienna, which I do believe is one of their permanent line. I am doing a massive blog post on the palette and the highlighter, so please check that out. It will be down below and I'll like read my proper thoughts and facts that I found online, etc. I'm just taking the shade Sienna, which does have a lot of kickback, as you can kind of see there in the pan. But like, it doesn't really bother me because I know it's going to be hella pigmented. So blow it away, tap off the excess. So then I'm going to take this into the crease of my eye using the fluffy brush that comes with the Anastasia palettes. I haven't opened a new one yet. This is from the Modern Renaissance palette probably, or even the Subculture. So I don't know if the brush in this palette is slightly different. I don't really tend to use this side that much, but I love the fluffy brushes on them. This looks really nice on my eye, I think. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Apply that on the outer corner right here, then blending it in towards the inner corner. I think that looks really nice. Okay, and then I'm going to take the brush, the Sigma brush, and go into the shade Burnt Orange, tap it very lightly. See, when you tap it lightly and not a lot of fallout comes back. I think a lot of people are being really like harsh with their brushes, I don't know. A lot of controversial opinions. Blending this over the top just to kind of make it look a little bit more seamless. And I'm going to do that on the other eye as well. It's so much nicer filming a makeup video without having to like worry about rushing to work. Because I'm not working tonight, I can just take my sweet time, get some good like selfies and video shots afterwards without rushing, which is very exciting. I usually work most nights, so it's quite nice to have Friday night off. Ooh. Put a brush here on my nose. I feel like I've put more on this side than I have this one. I really like this shade. I think it's really pretty. Then again, I'm just going to take the fluffy brush and then just go over the top of everything to help blend it in. Next, I'm going to take the shade Mulberry, which is this really pretty mulberry shade. It's really gorgeous. It's like a ready burnt brown, I describe it as. I'm using it on a crown brush, blending brush, which is like a very thin tapered brush. This one does have a lot of fallout, but yet again I know it's going to be hella pigmented. Just going to tap off the excess and then apply this in the outer like section of my eye, like almost like in a little triangle C kind of thing. And then I'm going to slowly bring it in. I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just kind of like playing with the shadows and seeing what happens. And then do like a little swirl here. I think this again looks really pretty. I'm not having any trouble really like blending the shadows or getting them to go with any other shadows or anything. I'm really enjoying these. Packing that on and running it through the crease of the eye. And dip into Sienna. Tap off the excess and then just going to kind of go over the top of that. See, I think that looks so pretty. I really like that. Ooh, how exciting. Really excited to try out that bronze shade on the lid. Yep, I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it a lot. Also, that mulberry shade I will say is all over my hands, but that's why I always do my face first, because that is messy anyway. That is messy. Right, then we're just going to work this on the other eye. Do you know, while I'm blending this on the other eye, I will say I have been incredibly clumsy in like the last 2 months. Like, I'm a clumsy person anyway, but the last 2 months I've actually been so clumsy. I've got so many random bruises all over myself from like knocking myself or like catching my knee or my toe on something. I've been like getting into crystals and stuff, so if anyone knows like when you start like using a crystal, like a healing crystal, and it starts like making you more clumsy, let me know, because that is happening. I've been using carnelian, and emerald, and I've got a rose quartz which I wear around my neck, but I'm not wearing it right now. But yeah, let me know. And if you're into all this spiritual like crystals and stuff, comment down below and like just give me some info on it, because I'm so intrigued at the moment. It's like my like fascination. My friend's really knowledgeable on it and she's taught me a lot, so that's cool. Anyway, onto a tangent. This is blending out so nicely. I think I might just have like incredible luck with Anastasia products because I love it. I actually love it. I just really hope the shimmers are as good as what I'm finding with these matte shades. I don't know why, but I'm getting a feeling this is going to be my new favourite palette. Love it! Then I'm taking a big old fluffy brush and blending that all out. I think what I want to do now is actually take this black shade right here. I used to use black all the time in all of my tutorials, so I thought why not bring it out again. So I'm going to take it on a pencil brush and just kind of like roll the brush on it. It's very pigmented. Tap off the excess a lot. And then I'm going to apply this to the outer corner, the eye, just to add some like further darkness. I'm kind of like patting it in and then just bring it in very slowly and like delicately. And then I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I'll go do the same. I'm going to do the same. I just find when I film that I can't string a sentence together. But yeah, I'm going to do this on the other eye. I think I haven't tapped off the excess enough because look how pigmented that is. Like, are you seeing that? Look at it. Look at that pigment. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to reapply some more to the other eye because I've gone in way too heavy on this side. I'm gonna take the shade Mulberry, tap off the excess and then kind of like blend over this black shade. Give it like a good old swirl. I want this to be a really smoky look. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm going for, I think, because soft glam, you don't really think smoky, do you? But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break the rules. What rules? There are no rules. That looks so pretty and sexy and smoldery. I really like this palette so far, and like I watched Holly's video and she's so honest with her reviews. You can just tell she is, like, she doesn't give a crap about PR. I love her. So I'm very like happy that I'm not having any problems with my palette, because I watched it and then, oh wait, I put the black into the mulberry shade. Oh, I picked the wrong one. But I was really worried that I'd spent all this money I'd worked hard for on this palette and I wasn't gonna like it. So I'm very happy that I like these shades at least. Now that's officially wiped off, I'm gonna go in with the shade Mulberry. Go over the top of all of that. Oh, I think that looks lush. Yes! And then just keep blending with like different brushes just to kind of like add dimension if you go in with the same shades that you used before. So now I'm taking Sienna just over the top of it all. Then I'm going to move on to the lid. Lid. How does that mean lid? Lid. Lid. So for the lids, I'm definitely going in with that bronze gold shade. I always use like a creamy base for my eyeshadow, and so I'm not making this like a bias tutorial of like trying to make the shadows rubbish or something like that. I just want to try it out how I would usually try it out. So I'm going to take this creamy shadow stick from Tarte. I use it all the time. I can't find it anywhere online, but it is just like a gold creamy eyeshadow base, so you can find this anywhere. So I'm just going to apply that to the lid. It's not going to be like a sharp, precise look, it's more just going for like a smoky look. Then I'm going to take the brush that comes with the palettes, spray it with a little bit of Primark's primer water just to kind of like spritz the brush, make it nice and wet so it picks up the shadows nicely. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Bronze, which I'm so excited to use. Oh, it's very like chunky. I might press it into the brush. Here we go, moment of truth. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna look down so it doesn't like transfer straight away. Because I also think if you're reviewing a palette, there's no point like not giving it a fair run through. Like, just do what you would do to make shadows amazing. Oh, that is beautiful. The shadow stick is gonna transfer a little bit, so the shadow will do as well. But that I'm not going for like a precise makeup look, if you will. I'm just kind of testing the colours. That is pretty. That is really pretty. I'm going to take a tiny bit more of that mulberry shade and then just kind of like apply it to the outer section of the eye. I really like that a lot. Now we need to get to work on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange on that big fluffy Sigma brush, then run this underneath my lower lash line. Then I'll go in with the shade Sienna as well, also under my lower lash line, always starting at the outer corner and then working away inwards. So that's where I want the most like light to be, on the inner corner. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Mulberry and then also apply this just on like the outer half of the eye. I'm just going to take that big fluffy Sigma brush, wipe off the excess on a towel / my jogging bottoms, and then just kind of go around the top of it all. But I really like that, like I'm really impressed. I really need to try out the Rose Pink and the Sultry shade, because that was probably my favourite in the palette, which is right here. I was not even pointing at the camera. This shade right here is definitely my favourite. So I really want to try that out. But this is like the finished eye makeup look. I'm just going to pop on some eyeliner quickly. I want to go for a gold in the waterline. This is the shade Liquid Gold from Anastasia Beverly Hills. If I'm doing an Anastasia review, I may as well use a lot of their products. I'm going to finish the eye makeup look by popping on some mascara, lashes. I'm not going to apply any liner to this look. No liner. So I'm going to finish off this eye look. I will do my face and then we'll be testing out the highlighter, which I'm very excited for. Just look at it. No, you're gonna have to wait like 0.1 seconds. So as you can see, I have a full face of makeup, but what am I missing? Highlighter. So excited because now I get to test out the Amrezy Highlighter. This is the product that I'm most looking forward to trying out. You can kind of see the packaging if I shine it like on the ring light there. It's got Amrezy written in gold, rose gold with little stars. It's so pretty and looks very luxe. Obviously Anastasia is like a high-end brand anyway, but if you open it up, oh my sweet baby Jesus, this is the most beautiful highlighter I have ever seen, honestly. And I've gone through a fair share of highlighters in my time, like oh my god, and like look at the pretty waves in it. It's so pretty. Oh my god, I can't wait to put this on my face. Let's put it on my face, I'm so excited, you have no idea. I haven't got a new highlighter for so long, apart from the Primark ones, so I'm really excited. So for my cheekbones, I'm going to be applying it with the Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion Brush. This is number 134. I cannot talk because I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to be spraying the brush using a bit of the Primark primer water, giving it a shake, and then going into the product. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also incredibly excited, okay? Oh my god, it's so freaking beautiful. Okay, are we ready? Teeny tap of the excess. Oh my god, can we just talk about it? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god. I feel like I'm having a massage. Oh, I haven't found my new favourite highlighter. Look. What? You can't see me because you're blinded? Oh my god. I'm so excited about this highlighter. Wow. It just like blends beautifully, feels amazing on the skin. God, it's so pretty. Just want to keep applying more and more and more. Okay, so we're going to go full out with the highlighter. We're also going to be applying some above the brow as well, just to like a nice kind of like luminous. I like it when you move your head and it has like that lumi glow. And around that bit of the forehead, cheekbone. I'm so excited, I can't like know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, I'm also going to take this on the tip of the nose, just on that part of my forehead, a little bit down like the bridge of my nose, a bit here. Oh my god, that's so freaking beautiful. Amrezy and Anastasia, I love you. I use the Sleek Solstice palette in every single tutorial, so it's so nice to have a new highlighter. Oh my god, this is unreal. I'm also going to put some in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm going to take a little pencil brush from Spectrum Collections and then go in the inner corner of the eye. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, this is unreal. This is my new favourite highlighter. There's nothing better than like testing out a new makeup product as a makeup lover and loving it. Loving it. Oh my god, this is unreal. Amrezy girl, you have killed it. And Norvina. I love Norvina. I want to meet Norvina. I feel like she'd be really cool and I'd be really awkward. I really want to meet Norvina one day. She's the, like, basically the Anastasia Beverly Hills daughter who, like, does everything. She's amazing. If you ever want, like, to see backstage stuff kind of thing, behind the scenes, follow her on Snapchat. I'm also going to apply it to my brow bone. Yep, that's right. We're going all out with the highlighter. We want the glow. Then I'm going to find that brush. Where is that Sigma brush? I found him. It's covered in fluff. Okay. Then I'm just going to blend out the highlighter. I'm just going to keep putting more on. That's what I'm going to do. You can't stop me. I love it. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to apologise because I'm so happy. I freaking love these. Oh my god, I'm so happy I bought them. The order came to like £72. Shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah, I'm so freaking happy and I absolutely love the products. I was just adjusting my brow strap because that's what we do. I'm so excited, I don't even care. What you saying? What you saying? Look. Wow. In the viewfinder, all I see is like glow. Glow, 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 glow. I'm so happy right now, can you tell? If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. But yes, I definitely recommend this highlighter. Is my favourite highlighter ever now. I'm obsessed. Just look at how glowy my face looks. It's unreal. The Soft Glam Palette I think is amazing. Yes, it does have a lot of fallout with the shadows, but I don't think it has as much as the Subculture palette, and to be honest, it's not something that really bothers me that much because I always do my eyes first anyway. So it's not something that worries me, and I feel like it's a beautiful palette. Like, look how pretty that bronze shade is right here and how easy the shadows were to blend. I don't know, I feel like the video where Holly was using it, and I've watched another video where she was struggling to blend it a little bit. Hannah Renee. Hi, I'm Hannah. She's really cute as well. She said that the shadows were a little bit harder to blend out, but I'm so used to Anastasia's shadows because they're like my favourite. I use them every day, so I don't know if it's just me being a massive Anastasia fan, but I'm freaking obsessed. The only thing I will say, although the packaging of the palettes is beautiful, like you can tell how grubby the palettes get, because they're this velvety texture. They just pick up every single speck of dirt, and where it's gone on my desk with all my products, I've literally just noticed the top of here has picked up all this red shadow, probably from that mulberry shade, which is a bit annoying because it's quite light in colour. It's already got a mark there. It's going to be very like dirty before we know it, but the shadows inside are beautiful, so I can't really complain. The packaging is the same gorgeousness as always. It's just like this really easy travel friendly palette with a good mirror inside. The only thing I will say is I do wish they came up with a palette that the mirror stood up, but that's not really a necessity for me. But yeah, I love it. I would definitely recommend both of these. If I can find a link for it, they will be down below. They are available on the Anastasia website. I think they launch in March, like on other sites, StockX kind of thing. They are available to buy. I didn't get it in PR. Anyway, enough of this long ramble. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you do want to hear like more of my thoughts and like proper review on the products, then please check out the link in the description box below because I have written up a full blog post on it. So yeah, super exciting stuff. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It would mean the absolute world. I'm feeling very inspired this year. Very inspired, very positive. I'd love to grow my little YouTube family more, and also hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button, just because YouTube doesn't seem to want to put my videos in subscription boxes nowadays, so that would help you see my videos, I guess. But anyway, enough of the rambling. I shall see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.